Hello everyone, Free Indeed here, and today I wanted to share with you a tip that I have for reading through the narrative portions of the Bible, like the Torah, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, and a few of the other narrative stories. But before I go into that, I want to share a story that I think will very much help understand where I'm coming from with this tip. So recently, I was walking on the Appalachian Trail with my wife, and we were having a hard time and complaining a lot because it was a lot of uphill, a lot of downhill. Our knees hurt, our backs hurt from our backpacks, and we were just doing a lot of complaining. And we may have been like 4 or 5 weeks into the trip at this point, so we were definitely feeling the pain and the droning on of endless miles of the trail. And my wife starts complaining as we're going up the hill that, man, today is real bad. Her knees hurt real bad. We don't want to keep going. Like, why are we doing this? And it was just getting really funny to me. And we were talking about like how we all have like this very idealistic version of ourselves in our head. And for some reason we were talking about Lord of the Rings, and I was talking about Lord of the Rings, and I remember just saying, I'm like, you're being like Frodo, you're Frodo. And then she was just like, what? I don't want to be Frodo. Nobody wants to be Frodo. Everyone wants to be like Aragorn or some hero like Legolas or something like that. And I was just like, no, you're Frodo. In fact, everyone is Frodo. Everyone thinks that they're Aragorn, everyone wants to be the hero, but in reality, all of us are just Frodo. Because here we are, climbing this mountain, complaining every step of the way. We're not honorable, we're not brave, we're just cowards, we're just weak people trying to climb this mountain. So, in reality, we're all Frodo. Now, this tip of all of us being like Frodo actually applies to the Bible also. Because so many times that we are reading the Bible, we're looking at these characters, like the Israelites in the wilderness. We're looking at this story and we're like, are you kidding me? Like, these guys are just pathetic. They're just complaining every step of the way. Like, can Moses catch a break? Like, this is ridiculous, right? God literally just parted an ocean for these guys and had manna fall from the sky. And here they are complaining about everything, every step of the way. Like, why are they so crazy? And Moses leaves for just a few days, and then they're already worshiping a golden calf by the time he gets back. And we're reading this, and we're reading it from the perspective of like Moses and God, and you can just feel the frustration from God and Moses, in this situation. And then we're reading their perspective and being like, yeah, they are ridiculous. Like, why are they complaining all the time? This is so annoying. Like, I can't believe God puts up with them. But I guess it's a good thing that God is patient with us. But honestly, if you read that story and you just take a step back, or put yourself in their shoes even. If you just put yourself in their shoes, I think you'd find that we're all just like the Israelites in one way or another. Just like we all want to be like Aragorn, or all want to be like Moses, we're all in reality just Frodo, or just the Israelites. And I think that if we read the narrative portions of the Bible with that perspective, that the Bible is actually a mirror, it actually reflects how we are currently. I think that's a more fun way of doing it, even though it might not be as pleasant to admit to ourselves that we are the Israelites, or we are Frodo, But I think that once you kind of come to that realization that we are Frodo and we are, the Israelites, that you kind of just realize that God is so patient. And if we actually strive to be better and seek God with all of our heart and all that stuff, that we will actually become better and more like Aragorn, or more like Moses and Joseph. And we just seek God, right? That's how God describes David, a man after his own heart. If we truly do start seeking God, then we will actually become better. But if we just weep and wallow in our 40-year wilderness excursion, or our trip up the mountain and on the Appalachian Trail, and we just wallow in it and just focus on how terrible things are, then, that won't make us any better. It's when we actually seek God and read those stories in a real light of just acknowledging how we are naturally as people and then trying to be better. That's when we actually start to improve. So that's the tip that I have. I hope you enjoyed. Very just off the cuff. I didn't write a script for this one either. So if you liked it and you want more tips, because I plan on making more, just like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.